Children are a joy. They're just absolutely magical. They are unfiltered. They're funny. They're sweet. They're pure innocence. They are connected to Source, to God, to Creator. They live in a state of flow. They are precious. They are the future of this world. They matter. They need to be taught that their feelings matter. I've worked in several different childcare roles, and a lot of children are dysregulated. They live in homes where their needs are not being met. Their parents are incapable of meeting their needs because they don't meet their own. So that's where the trauma comes from. You know, it starts in childhood. Oftentimes, not always, but if you say you had a perfect childhood, I'm not going to believe you. No. Even the most well-meaning parents, there's something usually, because we're not perfect. We are flawed human beings. We are imperfectly perfect. We're divine, but we have darkness or shadows, and we have light. We have to acknowledge both. And if you don't acknowledge the darkness, it's going to rule your life. That is why there are addictions. It's like chasing ghosts. I have been in a relationship with someone with addictions, and it was like dating a ghost. It's very sad. And there's all kinds of addictions, and I was addicted too. So we can be addicted to shopping, to food, sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling, you name it. If we are doing anything to excess, then we're out of sync, we're out of balance. We're not flowing with life. We're trying to fill voids. Codependency, relationship addiction, that's a rampant one. It's the thought patterns that we have underneath, and you can't recognize those thought patterns if you are distracting yourself from paying attention to them. So you have to develop mindfulness and meditation practices in order to see what those thoughts are, because your thoughts are creating your reality. They're part of it. They're a big, big part of it. So if you keep saying, oh, I hate my life, my job sucks, and, whatever, if you keep feeding that, and that's going on in your brain, like those thoughts are coming up all the time, you're just creating more of the same. So anyway, back to childhood, back to kids. We have an education system that reinforces egotism, competition. We're comparing students to other students. And the people there are doing the best they can with what they know. But not all children are the same. Not all people are the same. We don't all learn the same way, at the same speed. Some of us are visual learners. Some of us are tactile. Some of us are, there's just combinations. And trying to make students achieve high, that's a stress. So we're stressing these innocent children out so that they can perform instead of being who they truly are. So we lose our essence because we're trying to please other people so that we can fit in, so we can all be part of this rat race where we're always trying to get our needs met from something outside of ourselves, which will never fulfill us. Never. No. The alcoholic doesn't just drink one night. No, they drink every night or day. You can be a functional alcoholic or not, but we're filling voids where the Spirit of God needs to be and is. God is always connected to us, whether we acknowledge it or not. Creator is always creating with us. We just have to choose to create with that source. Acknowledge that it's there. Feel it. It is the truth of who we are. We were born innocent little babies, pure potential. We were all children at one time. So we have to get back to that. Get back to the joy and the wonder of our childhood and use our imagination and be the creators that we're meant to be. Not the performers, not the achievers. We're who we are. We're real. You get all of me, not parts of me. I'm a fun person, but I also, there's just multiple facets to all people, and we try to fit in. I was such a master chameleon, shape-shifting to fit whatever environment I was in so that I could, meet everyone's expectations of me instead of being who I truly am. I did that to myself. I self-abandoned. We all learn how to do it. So if we're all doing it, then we can have compassion for ourselves and for others, because that is what is going to heal this world. Not pointing fingers, not attacking people. It's meeting it with love and understanding, not enabling. No. If someone is, you can call out the behavior, but you don't let it continue if they don't want to work on themselves and take accountability. So it's a balancing act. We have to balance the light with the dark. We understand that there are shadows and that there are dark energies and, there's pain. It's not ignoring that. It's holding that and holding the light at the same time. It's the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the feeling, the doing. It's all there. It's the polarization, wanted and unwanted. Everything has an opposite end to it. And everything within you is that way as well. You're not a bad person because you've had bad thoughts. Do those bad thoughts belong to you? Maybe they don't. Maybe it's came from somewhere else. Meet it with love. Meet yourself with love. Be your best friend and your cheerleader, and love that little child that still exists within you.